So hi everybody, good evening. This is Bishwajit Datta, Success Ahead Education Services, an institution that is absolutely prepared students for different law entrance examinations, specifically CLAT. And this particular, session is absolutely for those students who are contemplating to go for CLAT 2024. As you could understand that CLAT 2023 is right now going to happen in the next month. At the same time, the people who are gearing for CLAT 2024 must be thinking about the preparation, as to how the preparation has to start and how to move about it. What are the various requirements to be taken into understanding while go for this particular exam next year in December 2023 for CLAT 2024. आपको बहुत अच्छे से मैं ये बता दूं कि इस साल 2023 का जो क्लैट है वो अभी दिसंबर 2022 में हो रहा है और 2024 का जो क्लैट है दैट इज गोइंग टू हैपन इन दिसंबर 2023, right? Because still we are getting queries from students asking, is it a double opportunity exam? I mean, are we getting a double opportunity to write this exam? थोड़ा सा मिथ है इसमें, सो आई एम श्योर ओवर ए पीरियड ऑफ टाइम थिंग्स आर गोइंग टू सेटल वेल, बट अब तक काफ़ी हद तक चीज़ें बच्चों को समझ में आ गया होगा दैट नेक्स्ट ईयर इन 2023 इन दिसंबर यू विल बी राइटिंग फॉर क्लैट 2024, जो कि 2024 वाला जो सेशन है जो कि जुलाई में स्टार्ट होता है, उसके लिए एंट्रेंस एग्जाम वुड बी कंडक्टेड इन दिसंबर 2023. सो एज यू कुड सी बिहाइंड द स्क्रीन, I am putting this emphasis for CLAT 2024, and this is just the small preparation highlights that will help you to understand as to how do we go about for the CLAT 2024. 12 months of time, that means if I consider from December to the next December, we think that we'll be getting around 12 months of time to prepare for the next exam. And 2024 is basically the students who are right now in 11th standard and they are planning to get into 12th standard, and along with that 12th standard they would be writing and preparing for CLAT 2024. तो 12 महीने का ये preparation है basically, in which मुझे लगता है कि if I take out the holidays and all that, we'll be getting at least 11 months of time to prepare for this exam. There are 5 different sections, you know that, for this exam: English, logical reasoning, mathematics, legal reasoning, and current affairs. And current affairs update is very important almost in every month. When we go for a short preparation, I mean for 6 months of preparation, because people do have this in their mind that if I go for 6 months of preparation, then I can easily be able to cover up everything. No doubt about it, right? But the point is, it is really very difficult sometimes to get into those GK preparation within 6 months of time. But if I know that every month I'm looking after my GK properly, on time, making every detailed notes, then it is definitely going to be very beneficial for the students, because you are not going to miss any GK part. All right. So if you take a little longer time in your preparation, that would actually going to add up lot of values in your performance. यदि आपको लगता है कि you will figure it out that yes, 6 महीना जब मैं प्रिपेयर कर रहा हूँ तो 4 महीना और प्रिपेयर कर लेता हूँ, how does it matter? Then I think this time is going to be very beneficial and it is going to help a lot for all such students. So take your time, but as you come early into preparation, that would help you to go further with better pace. You will be able to cover up each and everything. You know how to make your boundary, क्योंकि पेपर का पैटर्न भले ही आपको पता हो, but you do not know the level of difficulty in the paper. With whatever difficulty that will come, you will be able to figure it out that this is my boundary. I'll be able to perform within this. मैं ये छोड़ सकता हूँ, ये ले सकता हूँ, ये पकड़ सकता हूँ. You can make lot of management in your preparation. ठीक है ना? So take little time, take little more time in your preparation, and that would help you a lot, I would say. Even if you lose 20% of the time because of any kind of uncertainty that happens in life, every one of us have certain amount of uncertainties. Maybe with your 12th preparation, maybe with anything else, कुछ भी हो सकता है ना, uncertainty. So even if I lose 10 to 15 or 15 to 20 or 20 to 20% of time because of all such uncertainties, still I'll be able to manage my preparation well. So having little time in hand is always going to be helpful. So this particular exam will demand you to have that time, to have that advantage in your hand. So always take that advantage from the very beginning and move ahead. So what we'll be doing? Obviously, we are going to teach each and every section in the classroom program, and we are going to touch each and every topic. We are going to take each and every element which we think is going to be very important for the exams. The syllabus has to be covered from the first to the last. Undoubtedly, we will not going to leave anything on that. ठीक है ना, हर एक चीज क्लास में पूरी तरीके से पढ़ाई जाएंगी. We are going to teach each and every topic. We are going to teach each and every element of the preparations. And sometimes people sometimes try to quantify as to, sir, what are the different booklets or the materials that we are going to get in order to make our practice little better. Of course, you are going to teach in the class. You are going to take each and every topic very deeply, try to make notes out of it, whether it is legal reasoning, or it is logical reasoning, or it is English, or it is mathematics, or it is GK, whatever. We are definitely provide each and every element a detailed material for this preparation, undoubtedly. But at the same time, there are certain fundamental booklets on every subject would be given to you. Not only all that we teach in the class is going to be helpful to you, but all the other materials that are associated with the classroom teaching material are also given to you. So all those booklets, which we call it as fundamental booklets, without which the preparation cannot start, without which the preparation cannot be concluded. So all that is called as fundamental material. So every 5 different sections, you will be getting fundamental materials, conceptual materials that you read, and when you read, you will understand what exactly the pattern of preparation is going to be. And not only that, but there are certain booklets, we call it as sectional test booklets, and that is again on all subjects. Sectional booklets means what? For example, let's say I have legal reasoning. So we are going to teach you legal reasoning on all aspects of legal principles, may it be crime, or it is a contract, or it is law of torts, or it is family law, or it is corporate law, whatever. We are going to teach you everything. Though the CLAT consortium says that no premeditated preparation is at all required for this. But then if you get properly acquainted with the legal jargons, then I think that this kind of things are definitely going to help you a lot in the examination. So that we are going to make you acquainted with. And along with that, every booklet would have certain passages based on the pattern of the exam. So 2 booklets on each subject, a very thick booklets. You'll be finding around 800 to 900 questions per booklet. You'll be getting on that. On each booklet, that means on 5 different sections, you will be getting 10 booklets. So that is the sectional test booklets that will be preparing for these exams. इससे आपकी practice बहुत अच्छी होगी. All that we will teach in the class, you're going to make notes out of it. Along with that, we'll give you the fundamental materials, that anything that you miss in the class, you are able to incorporate through the fundamental booklets. Along with the fundamental booklets, when you read a particular topic or a chapter, based on that you have a sectional tests. And there are 2 books of sectional tests on every section, whether it is English or logical reasoning or legal reasoning or mathematics or whatever. आपको उसमें मिलेंगे. So that you will be doing it. So as you move into the topic slowly and smoothly, you'll be finding the mock test papers. The mock test papers are going to be very amazing, because whatever that we teach in the class, based on that we create our mock test paper. We do not keep anything randomly in the paper that would make you confused. We try to see how you are moving into the preparation. If you have studied 20% of the preparation, are you able to make that 100%, 20% of the paper when taught in the class? Based on that, whatever mock that will create. Are you able to make 80 to 85% of that mock completely? That will check through the cumulative assessment programs. The cumulative assessment program is always calculated with the help of mock test papers. We keep on changing the level of the toughness in the paper. We calibrate each and every aspect of the sections. Sometimes we keep the legal section little more tough, and maybe sometimes we make it easy and make the other sections tough. So you will find one of the sections out of 5 are always going to have little tougher at a higher side. That will actually make you realize that what is to be taken in terms of decision. In every competitive examination, the decision making ability is more useful, very much useful for any candidate, because you try to take up that understanding that within 2 hours of time I need to clear these exams. I have a certain boundary to move, certain boundary to cover, that may be 80 marks or maybe 75 marks, doesn't matter. So those boundaries are to be crossed, and to do that you need to have a proper decision making ability, and you get to that decision making ability as we vary the paper, isn't it? So we calibrate each and every section, based on the type of question, level of questions, and the number of words that we incorporate every question to make it a little tougher sometime and to make it little easier sometimes. तो उसको हम रेगुलर कैलिब्रेट करते हैं ताकि आपको अलग अलग पैटर्न के मॉक टेस्ट पेपर्स आते हैं. एंड लेट मी टेल यू वेरी फ्रैंकली, यू विल नॉट इवन फाइंड ए सिंगल क्वेश्चन रिपीटिंग इन एनी ऑफ द मॉक टेस्ट पेपर्स. दैट मीन्स इफ आई गिव यू 50 मॉक टेस्ट पेपर्स, 50 मॉक टेस्ट पेपर मीन्स 150 क्वेश्चन इन वन मॉक into 50. That means 15 5 is 75. 7,500 questions. And in those 7,500 questions, I promise you will not find even a single question repeating. All of them are going to be absolutely different. So those 7,500 questions through the mock test papers are going to be checked upon you as to how you act, react on them. We'll keep on changing the pattern. Of course, you will not find the pattern to be going such a higher level that nobody is able to solve even 10%, even 40% of the paper or 50% of the paper. ऐसा नहीं होगा. Similar to what the pattern of CLAT is, we may increase 10 to 20% of the paper, a little more than that of the level of the actual CLAT paper, and based on that we try to figure it out how a student performs in the class. See, when you write a test paper at home, you would be always at ease. Doing the same thing in an examination hall, you are always 20% down the line. Your confidence, your preparation, everything comes little down. So what we try to do, try to keep the pace little higher, so that even if you come down by 10%, 15% or 20%, you are able to match the level of the paper. That's how the progress of the paper goes on. और ऐसे आपको 50 mock test papers लिखने को मिलेंगे. You'll be writing the mock test papers inside the center for all those people who would be joining us offline, and the similar thing people would be doing it in an online mode when they are doing it in an online portal, in an online format. See, this 50 mock test papers may vary sometime. I could figure it out that last year we have done almost 60 mock test papers, depending upon the time that we get. So if you get 11 months, let's say for example, right? So 11 months में हर संडे को एक मॉक टेस्ट पेपर होता है. एवरी वीक, सॉरी हर मंथ नहीं, हर वीक में एक मॉक टेस्ट पेपर होता है. 12 महीने तो 12 4 से 48, और लास्ट के महीनों में वी ट्राई टू गिव 2 मॉक टेस्ट पेपर्स पर वीक. तो इट मे वेरी टू 60 ऑल्सो, इट मे वेरी टू 55 ऑल्सो, बट आई एम श्योर दैट विल नॉट बी गिविंग लेस देन 50 मॉक टेस्ट पेपर्स इन अ ईयर, so that you could understand the level of preparation you are going to carry with you before getting into the examination hall. And that is how you're going to be acting differently than that of the other people. And this is not the only thing, you know, we try to, we do the analysis of mock test papers objectively every time in a classroom program. पहले के टाइम में हम लोग क्या करते थे, थोड़े से ऑप्शंस, मतलब थोड़े से जो सॉल्यूशंस है ना उसको कम देते थे. डिटेल सॉल्यूशन कम होता था. तो उसमें हम क्या करते थे, क्लास में हमारा बहुत आर्ग्यूमेंट होता था. वी ट्राई टू कीप लॉट ऑफ आर्ग्यूमेंट इन द क्लास, हर सेक्शंस में. उसमें एक प्रिपरेशन का एक नया ही लेवल होता था. बट उसमें हमने देखा कि दैट देयर आर सो मेनी पीपल हु डोंट इंडल्ज देमसेल्व्स इनटू आर्ग्यूमेंट. उनको लगता है सर ने ये आंसर बता दिया, सो दैट इज टेकन फॉर ग्रांटेड. वो मान लेते कि वो सही है, दे डू नॉट डू आर्ग्यूमेंट. देन वी रियलाइज समटाइम्स दैट इट इज नॉट जस्टिफाइड विद दोज पीपल. तो क्या करते हैं, हम डिटेल्ड सोल्यूशन बनाते हैं. तो उसके बाद से हमने सब डिटेल्ड सॉल्यूशंस बनाना चालू कर दिया. सो व्हाट स्टूडेंट्स आर एंजॉयिंग, दे आर गेटिंग डिटेल्ड सॉल्यूशंस ऑफ ईच क्वेश्चंस. उसके बाद भी यदि उनको डाउट रहता है, फॉर एन एग्जांपल दे कम एंड थॉरली वी डिस्कस इन द क्लास, वी मेक ए डाउट क्लियरिंग सेशंस दैट गोज रेगुलरली इन द क्लास. तो आपका जो भी डाउट्स रहता है मॉक में, मॉक सॉल्व करने के बाद इफ यू फाइंड दैट दीज आर माई डाउट्स एंड आई वुड लाइक टू डिस्कस विद द फैकल्टी, यू आर ऑलवेज वेलकम. तो एक तो होता है कॉमन डाउट क्लियरिंग सेशन in which all the students are going to sit in the class and we discuss the mock test papers section by section, faculty by faculty, and this way we clear the doubts. The second is we do it objectively. Sometimes somebody who is not able to ask the doubt in the class, let's say for an example he would like to meet the faculty one-on-one, so we conduct our classes with such people, such students, and thereby we clear the doubt. So these 50 mock test papers are going to act as the pages of a Bible that would help you out in these examinations. तो ये देखो तीन पैटर्न का जो मटेरियल होता है ना वो इतना काफी हो जाता है, विच आई डोंट थिंक यू वुड बी हैविंग टाइम टू गो बियॉन्ड दैट. ठीक है ना. अलॉन्ग विद दैट वी हैव वीकली करंट अफेयर्स इश्यूज. दैट मीन्स एवरी वीक यू वुड बी गेटिंग द करंट अफेयर्स इश्यूज. आई मीन हर वीक का मिलेगा आपको. तो हर वीक का मतलब हो गया आपके पास हफ्ते के एक वीक तो महीने के 4 इश्यूज. तो यदि 12 महीने हम कवर करते तो यू विल बी गेटिंग 12 into 4 is equal to 48 issues of current affairs. ठीक है ना. एंड दिस इज समथिंग दैट वुड मेक यू prepare for every event happening nationally, internationally, across the world. जितना भी सारा कुछ हो रहा है related to sports or related to any kind of committees, any kind of national issues, any international issues. We do cover each and every aspect of the current affairs part. So current affair is the heart and soul of the paper. So if you are weak at it, you are not able to clear the exam. Frankly, put it down on a piece of paper that if you are not good at current affairs, you're not able to clear the exam. So we always recommend and motivate people to do as much as current affairs as possible. And not only that, try to collect important issues from the month. Try to make a diary for that these are the important issues. It remained in the news for a total of 2-3 months, and that becomes a classical example for the examination. तो ऐसे issues को हमको ज़्यादा cover करना है. तो this will help you to have a conscious preparation for the current affairs part. People do makes note, no doubt about it. They write on a daily basis and try to make notes about it. But this consciousness does not add up to value. You know why? Because you need to quantify that these are 10 to 15 issues that were very much common in all the newspapers, that were very much common in all the different educational sites and websites. And I believe that it remained in the news for a total of 2 to 3 months of time. So therefore these issues become mega issues of your preparations. So वो सारे issues, उनकी detailed informations, each and every element of that issues you have to have in your mind completely, completely. मतलब एक point भी उसमें छूटना नहीं चाहिए. तो ऐसे आपको वो सारे issues cover हो जाने चाहिए. That is the reason why we do not give on a monthly basis. You could see that on a monthly basis it takes 30 days to make an issue. All right. After 30 days, students are going to get that issue. So almost when the month is going to over, only then you are going to get all the issues. What we do it in a weekly basis. तो 7 दिन का जितना भी important issues होता है, जितना भी सारा कुछ होता है, वो हम provide करते हैं. And along with that, the most important part, हर month के 500 to 600 questions, very important questions, 500 to 600, and that too in the form of a paragraph, passage-based questions. That we provide to the students. Paragraph based of 500 questions to 600 questions on a monthly basis, which we believe are going to be very important for the exams. We try to make them on a weekly basis. जैसे एक वीक में आप पकड़ लीजिए चार टेस्ट पेपर्स हमने बना दिए, किसी में 3 टेस्ट पेपर्स बने. ऐसे करके एक महीने में 500 से 600 वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस. एक पैसेज में 4 से 5 क्वेश्चंस होते हैं. ऑलराइट. नाउ 5 क्वेश्चंस पर पैसेज. नाउ डिवाइड 600 बाय 5. तो 120 पैसेजेस यू कैन थिंक अबाउट इट. ओके. तो 120 पैसेज ऐसे हम तैयार करते हैं. 100 to 120 पैसेजेस दैट वी प्रिपेयर ऑन द करंट अफेयर्स पार्ट. एंड सम ऑफ द इश्यूज दैट इफ एनी वे एक्सीडेंटली गेट मिक्स्ड, यदि मिस हो जाता है, देन you are going to get them in the form of passages. तो कहीं से कहीं तक आपका कुछ छूटता नहीं है करंट अफेयर्स में, बिकॉज मैंने पहले ही बताया. अगेन आई वुड लाइक टू रिपीट दैट आई बिलीव that current affairs part is the heart and soul of this examination. So if you're not having complete command on this section particularly, then your preparation is not good. So to have a very good preparation, you have to have a strong command on this particular section that is called as current affairs part. मैथमेटिक्स में ज़्यादा आपको मारामारी करना नहीं. यू नो दैट दे आर गोइंग टू वेरी एलिमेंट्री. तो आपको सिलेबस बहुत अच्छे से पता है. नंबर सिस्टम, परसेंटेज, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस, सिंपल इंटरेस्ट, compound interest, average, ratio, proportion, work and time, speed, time and distance, and mensuration 2D and 3D. These are the most common part of the mathematics section. If you know the basic concept, only the GK part of these chapters, you are able to solve each and every question on the mathematics part. Legal reasoning में आपको मालूम है क्या आता है. पैसेज बेस्ड क्वेश्चन, थोड़ा सा बैकग्राउंड इंफॉर्मेशन. इफ यू हैव इट, इट इज वेरी इजी for you to crack that passage much faster than the other students who may not have gone through the small jargons of legal reasoning. SML, law of torts, law of contract, law of crime एंड कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लॉ, इस तरीके के सारे सेक्शंस को हम लीगल रीजनिंग में कवर कर लेते हैं. इंग्लिश में आप देख रहे हो पिछले कई सालों से, आई मीन फॉर द लास्ट 2 years, you are not finding any question particularly on single liners pattern. You would be having a small passage and based on that you have certain questions. तो उसमें आपको प्रैक्टिस करना है, nothing to worry about it. Logical reasoning is not coming in the form of puzzles or not coming in the form of mathematical puzzles. They are coming in the form of critical pattern. I mean, again, a small passage, every passage has a certain set of argument and you need to understand that argument, try to figure out what the author is talking about it. I mean, in English and critical reasoning, there are two differences. Number one difference is in English, you can read the question, go to the passage and then can figure out the answer. But in critical reasoning, you cannot read the question and then go to the question and figure out the answer. Why? Because in critical reasoning, you need to understand the whole argument. And without getting into the passage again, you can read the questions and can figure out the answers. This is the two basic difference between the pattern of approach for doing questions on English and critical reasoning. Though both are passage based, but the approach to both the varieties are absolutely different, right? So this is how the 5 sections are going to be taken into understanding. We have both online and offline format with regular doubt clearing sessions absolutely for all such students who are contemplating for 2024 CLAT. So you are always welcome, and in fact you can go for the demo classes as well. You can contact us for a demo class. You can go to our website www.successaheadeducation.com. You can call at the office number 93296-20356 to get your slot for the demo sessions. And this way, if you feel like getting into a satisfaction, then you can join us for any of the pattern online or offline. So take little more time to yourself, have 11 to 12 months of time in hand, think yourself, do more mistakes and organize your mistakes, convert them into dividends and try to get more and more marks for CLAT 2024. Have a great future, have a great time ahead. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Bye-bye.